Turning our attention now to the other big story that we're tracking. This is from Bengaluru, where a strong message has been sent out to private hospitals. The Bengaluru civic body has suspended licenses of 19 hospitals for failing to reserve 50% of the beds for COVID patients. Now, remember, that was a rule that was put in place by the civic body. But BBMP has now put up notices in front of their hospitals about the license being suspended. Hospitals have been booked under Disaster Management Act, and the hospitals will continue to function, but their OPD services will not be affected. Those are the details coming in at this point in time. So OPD services will continue, but for the rest of the services, the licenses have been suspended. 19 hospitals have been booked under the Disaster Management Act. This is for hospitals failing to reserve 50% of COVID beds. At this point in time, those are the details we have. We'll just try and go across to Shrija. Shrija is with us right now. Shrija, if you can take us through, this is a very strong message that has been sent out. 19 hospitals, that's a big number. If you can take us through the details of this, how is it going to work? What about the patients who are already there? And how long is this suspension in place?
Well, that's right, Avni. In fact, we are at that very location. This is in the, what you see, Baswangudi main road. In fact, coming to one particular hospital to show you, this is the Trinity Heart Hospital where we are right now. And this is one such hospital amongst the other, in fact, the other 18 hospitals where we see the BBMP, the civic body, especially in the south zone of Bengaluru, where they have gone ahead and also putting up this particular banner. You can clearly, categorically, it's mentioned that this is the Trinity Hospital where they have clearly suspended the trade licenses. And one thing what we also have to understand, according to what they have mentioned in this particular banner, to give a view also and understanding to the viewers, it does talk about is because they failed to reserve nearly 50% of the beds for the treatment of the COVID patients, they have gone and conducted this particular inspection and putting out this particular banner. And remember, we see also a case has been registered against the owner of the hospital, the CEOs of the hospital as well. And this is a similar case where 18 other hospitals, the management has also been booked. And remember, now the trade license has been cancelled. Now, what does this mean? It does not mean where the OPD services will be cancelled. We understand from the BBMP Commissioner Manjunath Prasad, he continues to tell us that the OPD services will continue. Also, we see that the other treatments in the hospital, as usual, will go on. But if at all the owners of the hospital will have to revoke that particular license, they will have to, in fact, give valid answers, satisfactory answers to the health department as well as the BBMP to also tell them why exactly do they need their license. And as far as the suspension order is concerned, we understand that they have to go and immediately be able to give that particular answer, the satisfactory answer as to why do they need that license, and only then will they be able to go ahead. And also remember, especially considering the fact right after our investigation where we saw even the BBMP, the health department issuing an order just 10 days later of our investigation, and now we continue to see where the BBMP has gone ahead and cracked a whip in nearly 19 of the hospitals in Bengaluru South Zone.
All right, Shrija, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details.